This man always pretended to swallow his medicines, but as soon as the guard looked away, he would quietly spit them out. One day, after making sure no one was around, he carefully took out a small bottle of antibiotics. He tied the bottle to a thin thread and fastened the other end of the thread to one of his teeth. Then he swallowed the bottle so that it would remain hidden in his throat. Next, he opened his lighter, took out a piece of flint, and hid it under his fingernail. But his plan didn't end there. He tied his wrist tightly with his shoelace, placed his thumb on the edge of the table, and stomped hard with his foot. He stifled a scream, but the bone broke. That's exactly what he wanted, because now he would be sent to the hospital for treatment, and that would be his perfect chance to escape. A few hours later, he was strapped onto the operating table. The doctors gave him anesthesia, but 30 minutes passed and he still didn't lose consciousness because he had already swallowed the antibiotic bottle earlier, which made the drug ineffective. Slowly, he twisted his dislocated thumb and slipped out of the handcuffs. By the time the doctors realized what was happening, it was too late. The man kicked one of them hard to the floor, then took the flint hidden under his nail and set the oxygen tank on fire. The entire room burst into chaos and flames. He then coughed up the bottle from his throat, grabbed the nearby defibrillator, and jumped into the laundry chute. Sliding quickly, he reached the bottom floor. The guards ran after him, but by then he had already changed into a doctor's uniform. By the time the police reached the laundry room, he had climbed back up using the pipes. At the top, he grabbed a real doctor and forced him to say, "Cut my leg chain." Terrified, the doctor used a laser pen to cut it. By then, all the exits had been sealed, but the man ran straight toward the oxygen room. There, he threw in a lighter, and the whole room filled with smoke and fire. Within seconds, the hospital's entire power system shut down. Screams, panic, and darkness spread everywhere, and in that chaos, the man escaped through an underground tunnel and vanished into the city crowd.